Well, this afternoon, the Federal Reserve hiked interest rates. It wasn't a surprise. They went up 0.75%, but that brings it now to 4%, which is the highest level in 15 years. We love it when Mike Giordano comes in, financial advisor with Williams Wealth Management, especially on these days, Mike. So you and I were just kind of geeking out in the commercial break about watching the whole news conference. In that news conference, the Fed Chairman Jay Powell said that they are, in his words, chasing an inflation rate goal of 2%, and that they want wages to go up to a sustainable 2% inflation. Is he sort of asking employers to keep raises to just 2%?
No, he's not asking any individual employer. Yeah. Basically, obviously, if you want inflation to be at 2%, you got to have your wages somewhere close to 2%. You can't have people making 6% more in the aggregate and having 2% inflation. So basically, what he's trying to do is get market conditions. He's trying to get the labor market to loosen up somewhat so that market conditions create a situation to where you have 2-3% wage gains and not these higher ones, 6-7%.
So he doesn't want employers anticipating that inflation's going to stay where it is and matching wages.
No, he's trying to cool demand. He's trying to cool demand so that employers say we either need to lay off workers, not hire as many workers, and that loosens up the labor market enough and to where they don't have to give 5-10% increases to get new work.
Okay, he also said, in quoting here, the ultimate level of interest rate will be higher than previous levels. What does that mean? Where do you think they're going to land?
Yeah, that was the real key part of his news conference, because the market was initially excited that we might be slowing the pace of these rate hikes. But then he said, I think we're going to have to go higher than what we projected before. And before they projected 4.6%. Right now we're at about 4%, right? So he's saying we got to go higher. The market's already thinking more than 5%. The real answer is we don't know. We're going to get a jobs number at the end of this week. We're going to get a CPI inflation number next week. The data is really what's going to determine how high they have to go. But right now, sticky inflation means that the projections have to keep going higher.
Okay, and I just got to squeeze this one in, Mike, because now's the time when people are kind of thinking about Christmas shopping. Is there an advantage to starting your shopping early?
Yeah, you know what? Retailers are really concerned that people's pocketbooks are getting squeezed, and so they want to get people buying as quickly as possible. So you're seeing promotions getting moved forward for that reason. The other good thing about buying right now is that maybe you can smooth those costs over 2 different months, and so you don't have this just gigantic bill in December.
Yeah, and you're not impulse buying.
Exactly. You don't want to impulse buy.
Never. Mike Giordano, thank you. It's always great to have you with us.